Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm reviewing Delta Flight 101 from Atlanta to Buenos Aires, Argentina on Delta 767-300 in Delta 1. This is an archaic business class product, honestly. Here you can see the cabin, probably the worst seat in the fleet there. There's the bin space on the left side. Keep in mind that the bin space in the middle is much smaller than the one on the left side, so you're not going to fit much. A larger roller board won't fit in the middle bins, overhead bins. So here is a more detailed look at the seat here. So again, this seat, to me, it's essentially the domestic first class seat fitted into a I guess, yeah, in between some business class like amenities there. As you can see, they did have the Toomey amenity kits out there, the heavenly bedding. The only pre-departure beverage was water. You have some power outlet. It's a USB port and a power outlet there. And you got the safety information card pouch, the antique screen here, and as you can see here, the footwell, which it's not the most narrow footwell, but yeah, it's hard to turn your feet back and forth inside it once you're deep in there. And you can see this one, this unit had better days. This was a 23-year-old 767-300. It does have, however, individual air vents, which is nice, and you do get one full window and kind of a half window. It's a little bit of a pain to look back in that one. You don't get as good of a view as the first one, but you do have two windows essentially. One thing also to mention about the seat, so the odd rows are the ones that are flush closer to the windows. The even rows are closer to the aisles. This isn't a bad seat as far as for couples go, because yeah, the middle, there's really no privacy at all on this configuration. So couples, you can easily talk to each other sitting next to each other in the middle rows. As dated as this is, it still is 121 as far as the business class configuration goes, so that's up to date, but that's about the only thing that's up to date. Here, as you can see, the recline on the seat, it's a little herky-jerky, but yeah, I finally get in there, and you'll see what I mean, because if you're sleeping on your back and want to turn over in the middle of the night onto your stomach, I'm telling you, it's very hard to maneuver your feet in that cubby hole in there. So here's a look at the in-flight entertainment, which, yeah, it's a touch screen, but it's not the most intuitive here. You're going to have to press the button a few times to get what you want to select, unfortunately. And I really don't think Delta has any plans on refurbishing the 767-300s as they did the 767-400ER. So if you see this plane come up, yeah, again, just think about it as far as worth the upgrade or not. I found it worth it because this was a red-eye flight. I paid with miles, and yeah, I got a pretty good price to upgrade into Delta 1. So I'll leave you with the takeoff, and we'll see you at the 447 mark. Okay, and we're back, and this flight, it did have Wi-Fi available. There's some of the options there. It does have the free Facebook messaging, WhatsApp, iMessage. There's some of the plans you can choose. Here's the bathroom on the 767. Pretty standard bathroom. Melanie Goats toiletries there. Again, nothing out of the ordinary here about the bathroom. Got the changing table, some mirrors. That's about it. So this flight did have hot meals. Yes, it did. On international flights, they have had hot meals. So you get that option, and the choices come via email or the app. So you have up until 24 hours to choose your meal. You can even change it after 24 hours. So I chose the lasagna here. So the mozzarella lasagna, some kind of corn soup, got a salad, a dinner roll, and it was warm actually, and some Ben & Jerry's cookie dough ice cream for dessert. So that's all served on one tray. There was no menus on the flight, so if you didn't choose ahead of time, they would have given you the three choices that you saw there. As far as breakfast goes, it was either oatmeal or this kind of like a crustless quiche. I think it's like a crustless egg white quiche. You got fruit croissants, some like sweet potato hash under the quiche, and turkey sausage. It actually wasn't bad. As far as the dinner went, I didn't find that it wasn't bad, but if we had to compare that between the premium cabin offerings between United, Delta, and American, I'd say American's first, United second, and Delta is third. But I have a very small sample size on Delta. I've flown Delta a lot domestically, but this was actually my first international flight with Delta. So food-wise, it wasn't great, but it wasn't the worst either. So, but the crew on the other hand was very good. So that did make up for it. I was able to get some sleep on this seat. But again, do keep in mind when booking this seat, if you got an upgrade opportunity, maybe unless you're going for status with Delta's 2022 status accelerator promotion they've got going for the rest of the year, it might be worth it in that regard. But I don't think I'd be actively looking for this particular cabin on a long haul flight for that matter, or one where you want to sleep. So that was my flight from Atlanta to Buenos Aires in Delta One on the 767. So please give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.